Good morning, folks. How is everyone today? We're doing something a little different this morning. I found this playtest, and it is... Good morning, folks. How is everyone today? Ooh. I have a weird... We're doing something a little different this morning. I found this playtest, and it is... the problem. Alright. Never mind. Sorry, I had some overlap going there. I don't know if you guys could hear or not, but I've got it fixed. Yeah, so I found this playtest. It was sent to me as a suggestion, and I thought it might be interesting to do a live playtest. It is not a demo, so I don't know if we're going to run into any bugs or not. And I don't know anything about the game except that it's a horror game, and someone sent it to me because I like horror. So, we're on an adventure together. Good morning, Legatus. You were here very early as always, and Jacob Ironside was always here early, also here early, but did not manage to beat you. Rio, I am doing very well this morning. Thank you very much. And Matt Funcool is stealing Hanayama's introduction. Oh no, sorry, Hanayama's is I am here. But it is good to see you. And I think we have one lurker. So whoever the lurker is, good morning. Rio, you are tired. And so is Matt. Everyone had terrible nights last night. I'm sorry to hear that. Much caffeine in everyone's life this morning, I hope. I do want to do a quick reminder, and I'm probably going to do this a couple of times during the show, but I want to do a quick reminder that my interview with Robert Schwab is this evening. He is my favorite dark fantasy game designer, and he has worked for a ridiculous number of other companies. I think most of his stuff is reasonably dark, but he is the creator of Shadow the Demon Lord, which is, like I said, my favorite dark fantasy game. So that will be starting at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be on the computer a lot today. Legatus says, here, there, and most everywhere. Well, that's because you live inside the computer, Legatus. We all know that. Matt, I'm sorry you didn't sleep. I don't know if... I don't know. Personally, I think we all lost out when we, stopped having nap times in school. We always hated it when we were little kids, but then you start to get old enough and you realize that nap time really was great. All right, I do have a hard noon cutoff today, so we're going to start right up. I am going to try and squeak under the line and actually see Iron Lung before it disappears from everywhere. I already figure I've stretched my luck as much as I can, considering it was only supposed to be in 50 theaters and it was only supposed to run for a week. So it says something about the game that it's doing as well as it is, and I don't want to miss it. So I mostly support indie role-playing games, but I like supporting indie everything. All right, for best experience and maximum immersion, playing with headphones is recommended. I am playing with headphones. I did get the impression this was going to be a sound vital game. These headphones are not as good as the ones that the... Oh, I see. There's supposed to be 2 dots there. Oh, there are 3 dots there. Alright. Alright, double checking with chat. Do you see 3 dots? Because very frequently people will see one more than I do. Doing some work while listening to the stream. Alright. Well, Matt, I am glad to have you here, lurking or chatting or however we can get you. Guess I'm just the brightness until the left circle is almost invisible, the center circle is visible, and the right circle is clearly visible. Well, I mean, I guess that might be a little... That's probably a little closer. That is probably clear as day for everyone except me. Ooh! Alright. So, what is the goal here? Okay. Just trying to click on the... Alright, apparently I cannot click on the lamp. This is a strangely shaped house. Press Control to crouch. Alright. Boxes? Guess I cannot interact with any of this stuff so far. Why is it foggy in this house? Hold. Hold space to close your eye and focus on sound. Well, I don't hear anything. If this is a game of very, very faint sounds, I'm completely screwed. Hold and open. Oh, it's gonna be another game that's hard with a trackball. Alright, well, that was an interesting tutorial. Ripped Bible's page. You who keep faith in the face of adversity, you who pray every day with your eyes closed, you who listen to your hearts, do not be afraid. Come, let us bow down and worship. Let us kneel before the Lord our Maker. Okay. Oh. Alright, so this is not connected to the light switch. My inability to zoom is... Alright, it's not connected to that light. No, I just wanted to know what the book was. Alright. Ooh, I'm locked in. Is there... Ooh, I gotta say, the creepiest thing about this so far is the fact that I blink. I never thought about that, but... It says kneel down and pray. Thought maybe kneeling would get me somewhere. Whoops, I already read that. Thanks. Anything on the floor? It's so weird. It's something I do all the time, but I'm not really, like, cognizant of it. But wow, is the blinking kind of bizarre. Alright. That is not working. Hey, Ben, it is indeed a fucking goat. The nightmare of the multi-pixel lamp. Good morning, Eraser. How are you? One black, one gray, one white. Okay, good. I did get that right then. So I know that Yarny has played some games similar to this. Are there any, like, common clues? I think maybe I should have turned the gamma all the way up. I can't. I suspect I'm supposed to be able to see more than I can see. Okay, why can't I turn the light off? Is there something? Nope. The ringing is... I thought maybe there's a panel here from the shadow there. The ringing is not in the game. The ringing is in my house, but... Alright, hang on a second. We're gonna make the annoying sound stop. There we go. That way I can actually hear the game. Alright, so the lamp is tipped up. I can unplug it. At least the chat won't attempt to scare you. Oh, I told Yarny once that I don't think I could ever have blurps on because, number one, I don't think I could deal with that many fart jokes. And number two, you know, you guys jump her and she squeals adorably. I would probably end up cussing everybody out and pissing everyone off. I always joke there is no flight to my fight or flight instincts. Circle? All right, I'm gonna get like stumped in the first 30 seconds of this game. Trying to see if there's anything in the floors. Okay, you who keep the faith in the face of adversity, you who pray every day with your eyes closed, who listen to your hearts. All right, let's try this. Whoops. Matt, I assume the goal is to get out of the room. Oh! Wait. I still can't get out of the room, but now I'm in a different room. So just checking to make sure I actually paid attention to the... Ooh, what is this? This is a little like Myst in that it doesn't really give you any directions, except that I think that unlike Myst, you can probably die or lose. Whereas Myst, you really can't. Alright, what can I interact with here? Not a lot, it seems like, at least not yet. Okay, that door I can. Ooh. That is loud. Oh, really? Well, we've lasted a whole 15 minutes here, folks. Hang on just a second. His Majesty needs to go out. He was conked out sleeping soundly when I started, so I didn't bother putting him out this time. I think he just exists to, like, disrupt my streams at this point. He is a very jealous dog. So it wouldn't surprise me if he just doesn't like me paying attention to something that's not him. The only being I'm allowed to pay attention that's not him around here is the house bunny, because the house bunny rules the house, and we all know it. Yeah, what's the what Ben, what's the movie that's coming out that like has the really long name and the last part of it is "Don't Die"? Ooh, we have a key. Aw, I want to know what the book is. I like books. We can't interact with much, but we can turn off and on every lamp in this game. And radio. We can apparently also turn off and on every radio. And this move is exhausting me. I thought it would be good for the kids. A fresh start in a new town, a new house, just moving on, but it's getting worse. I feel like I'm losing my mind. I was certain I had hung 3 crucifixes on the walls of this room. I swear to God, it was the first thing I did when I arrived here, but where are they? They are not in the boxes, not in the car. January 9th, 1998. I do think I remember hearing something about the fact that I am supposed to be investigating a disappearing family. Come on. Apparently, I was not smart enough to do it with a flashlight. Flashlight. Do we have a flashlight around here anywhere? Oh, smart family. They put the books away first. All right, hang on just a second here. We're gonna. Da, 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 da. I know this isn't gonna be a whole lot, but we're gonna try and see if we can't make this a little bit more visible. Well, that didn't really help much. Except that I can read the titles on the books now. Let's see, we have tools, but no flashlight. Man, I think that color correction thing made things worse. What just slammed shut? Oh, lovely. Now I've been locked in this room. Alright, we're changing the color correction thing back. That's awful. Well, it's not great, but... Alright, let's try this. Nope, no... No sound things. Oh, there we go. That's what I'm looking for. So this is the excuse as to why they haven't, Hold to use mirror. Oh! Oh, God. I thought I was creepy before. Huh. Okay. That's some pretty cool visuals, I gotta say. Did that... Oop, what is this? That wasn't there before. Alright, that must be what the writing was. Well, shoot. Alright, back it up. That isn't gonna work. Alright, chat, you're gonna have to help me. Can anybody read that? Good morning, Tater! What has happened to you, Oy vey? If you can't open a door, go through the door. It's technically still open. And good morning, Rachel. Can anybody read that, or is this just me? I suspect I need to know what it says in order to... Yeah, we're still locked. I suspect in order to get out of here... we need to know what that says. I wonder if I should shut the light off. Maybe there's something that shows up. Or is there something in this closet? Am I still... Oh, I'm still crouching. Oops. Something me hate them, or them hate me something. Well, Tater, if I get closer, then I can't... Well, I don't know. Let me try again. It doesn't let me. Can I back into this corner? Yeah, see, I end up getting in the way of the mirror. Alright, something me hate them. Ah! I'm usually really good at reading mirror writing. Then... I can't figure out what this letter is supposed to be. It's got to be an M. Then... M... Or an N? Maybe N's and M's are really similar? Except that this feels like it has to be an N. That is definitely an M. Can you get a good shot on screen? I may be able to mirror it. I mean, the whole point, Matt, is that I can't read it. That's the problem. Like, I'd have to... Oops. I'm trying to figure out, like, if I could move this table. Like, even though I'm really close to it, it's showing up as really far away. Like, it is literally just as far looking at it this way. Alright. Hang on a second. I'm going to do some experimenting here. Alright. Why is it so blurry? They made me hate them. They made me hate them. They made me hate them. Okay, it just says they made me hate them. Over and over and over again. It's just... Alright, got it. I thought it said different things, and it doesn't. Alright, what else can we look at through this? We found the writing, we found the... I assume nothing on the windows. Can I, like, pull curtains? No, can't pull that curtain. That one doesn't have a curtain. Oops, wrong button. Actually, is it? Can I find something down here? I mean, I'm thinking it's written kind of like a child scrawl. So I keep thinking that maybe I can find stuff down low. And it was written down pretty low. Yes, Rio. Thank you. Hello, Jean. I am the law. Ooh. Okay, I don't know why I suddenly ran so quickly. Alright, nothing in the bookcase. Nothing on this side of the room at all, by the looks. So, let's do the other side of the room. Oh, God, that blinking is... I don't know why blinking is so bizarre to me. But it is, for some reason, just terribly upsetting. Alright, so we have this cross. Ah. The visuals are pretty cool. The controls are a little bit janky. I mean, not too bad, but... Seems to like to have me in small, dark rooms. Nope, I don't hear anything. It is amazing to me how many games are real bad with trackballs. They used to be really great. Like, it was a lot easier to play a lot of games with a trackball than it was most other things, but... Tissues, paint... I keep wanting to, like, move that box and flip it over and find out what's underneath it. If I look at this more closely... It's interesting that there is no blood in the mirror. I find that really fascinating. I don't know why, I just... Oops. Hello. Okay, that is... That is incredibly creepy. It's really interesting, the things that this game makes creepy that I never realized would be creepy. Still can't get out. Why is it flickering? Why is this light flickering? There's no... It even flickers in the... Oops. Wrong button. Well, let's try turning off all the lights. Maybe ghosts like it dark. Or maybe this is what's going to get me killed. What do we think, chat? What am I missing? Yeah, Jean, it has been very cold and very snowy, pretty much. I don't know where you're from, but it has been very cold and very snowy most everywhere. Oops, can't see. This year. Quite shockingly so, actually. I mean, we're used to a lot of snow here, but usually when it snows heavily, it provides some kind of insulation, which means there's no, we don't have that kind of same bitter cold. But yeah, this year we seem to have both. All right, chat, I need your help. I don't know why I keep accidentally crouching. You know what it is? I'm trying to run, and in one of the other games I've been playing a lot recently, the crouch button here is the run button there. That's the run button. I didn't even know there was a run button, but I've just discovered it. All right, maybe we have to listen to the heavy breathing longer. I just realized Bendover said, I am the lawless. Good lord, that is the most staticky, terrible. I was certain I had hung 3 crucifixes on the walls of this room. I swear to God, it was the first thing I did when I arrived here, so where are they? Do I have to find the crucifixes? Is that the... What do we think? Come on, folks. I really need some help here. I can't interact with anything, so I don't know how to find them. Unless I am supposed to find them in the mirror? Alright, there's the one. Alright, the inability to turn the mirror further is a little bit annoying. She said she put them on the wall. Alright, we've definitely cleared this side. What is this line? Was this here before? I don't remember that being there before. Wait a minute. In the mirror, there's a crucifix over here that is not... Two! I found 2! Oh! Shit! Alright. I suspect there's going to be a lot of cursing coming up here, so, I mean, I'm not gonna, like, give Yarny a run for her money, but... Alright, found that one, found that one. Alright. There's one there. There's one there. Where would you put a 3rd crucifix? I would put it on this wall, but there doesn't seem to be one. I mean, I would put it on this wall if I was going to put a crucifix on the wall, but... Alright. Yeah, the mirror is definitely my best bet, Rio. I just can't figure out where the 3rd crucifix would be. Alright, that is that one. And now that it's gotten dark, it's... I wonder if it's... Is it in the... Whoops, shit. Is it in here? I mean, we seem to be shattering light bulbs all over the place, and this one doesn't... Oh! Oh, you know what? I see a nail. I wonder... There it is! Can I leave yet? Oh! I mean, this is where in the horror movie you just say, like, don't go out there. But... Hold the mirror and use... That's a lot of blood. I don't remember there being blood there before. Oh, wait a minute, do I... Ah, okay, I see. Uh... That would have been really handy to know when I was trying to figure out the writing on the wall. Uh... There was just something there, wasn't there? There's a lot of writing on the wall, too. Lots of they made me hate them. Why does this house only have 2 rooms? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Except piss myself. Yeah, this is the point where you guys would be playing, like, jump scare blurbs all over the place. Why is everything here so hey, footprints! Were those there before? I don't remember those being there before either. I probably have to shut this door again, which is gonna leave me a flippin' target and a half. Wait, are there differences? Hang on a second. I feel like there are differences, like not just in the angle. Back it up. Man, they did a really good job with, like, the mirror angles and everything. All right, nail holes. Anything? No. I gotta say, having the nail holes, ooh, gross, I'm standing on the bloody footsteps. I don't... All right, how do I... Trying to turn so that I can... Ah, there we go. I know there was somebody here a minute ago. Oops, darn it. It's so dark without this door open. God, I don't know if it's better or worse in the room with the bloody upside-down crucifixes. Morning, Davyverse. How are you? I'm, confused and terrified all at the same time. I mean, it's got to have something. What? I don't know. Part of me says it's got to have something to do with the blood, and part of me says, well, you know, there was creepy things behind me. I have to. I keep hitting this stage where I'm like, I'm really frustrated because I don't know what to do next. And then I figure out what to do next, and I kind of wish I hadn't because it's really creepy. Who's gonna clean up this mess? Did I look behind myself with the door shut? I don't remember. I feel like I must have, but I feel like I've done everything. It's not like there's a lot of options. Other than, you know, learning how to flip the mirror very effectively. Maybe the radio has something different to say now? Hello. Nope, we're still listening to shitty, staticky music. All right, chat. Really need some assistance here. I know I keep saying that, and nobody keeps helping, but these rooms are so small and the ceilings are so high. Okay, so those look like a child-sized footprints. I have super tiny feet, so I don't know that I can. This just makes me want to knock this lamp over or straighten it out, one or the other. I don't care which, but oh, I just realized there's another footprint over here. So, how does this pattern work? I mean, this looks like there's blood inside the wall. There are footprints backing away from it? Like, But only for a couple of steps? Like, am I being too, like, realistic about this? Try leaving the radio on in the other room. Oh, God, do I have to? That sound is so god-awful. That's not a bad idea, though. It's very strange that I can still hear the same. Can I still hear it if I shut this door? Is there more blood in the... No, I guess not. I was thinking there was more blood in the mirror than there is in the... Let's see, anything on any of the walls? Alright, I cannot stand to listen to this caterwauling anymore. Ah! Open the fucking door! Ugh. Hate that. Well, it was a good thought, Rio, but... Have to shut myself back in here again? The problem is that the crosses make it pretty apparent that I have to focus really hard on whatever it is I'm supposed to see. Like, I can't just do a general scan. Like, the crosses didn't really appear and flip upside down until... Like, I couldn't accidentally find them. This house is so dark. Oh, God, the lighting in it is terrible. Okay, so I have to figure out what is different between here and what I can see normally. But other than the writing, I can't figure it out. I can't interact with anything. Your house is being repossessed. That was terrible. I'm... I don't know. Of course, um, it's a demo, so it's not like I can even, or not like a demo, but it's a playtest, which means I can't even look up the... What if I shut this and look behind the door? Have I done that? I mean, seems dark. Not much else. You know what's going to happen is eventually something's going to show up in the mirror and it's going to just jump the living shit out of me. Been having this ongoing conversation on Twitter about um, why there aren't more mystery role-playing games. Because, I mean, it's like it's like the most popular podcast genre. It's the most popular, like, book genre. Um, and the general consensus by a tremendous amount of people was that, number one, they're harder for most people to write. And so people developing just don't want to do it. It's too hard for game masters to run. And that players are too stupid. And I thought that was a shame because most of my players are quite smart and pretty good at figuring stuff out. However, now I'm beginning to think that maybe I'm one of those players that's too stupid. Alright, this is not helpful anymore. Are there things I can interact with now that I couldn't before? That tends to be my mistake, is I tend to assume if I couldn't interact with it the first time, that I can't interact with it now. I'm not good at being that linear. No, I guess that's just a smudge on my... I thought for a minute there was a blood spatter on that box, too, but... I think it was a smudge on my screen. I need some screen blurps. No, the last thing I need right now is screen blurps. Is there anything else it says in the writing on the wall? You know, that's a good question. I made the assumption it was just they made me hate them over and over again. But maybe it's not. Can anybody read that? It looks like it just says they made me hate them. It's actually quite a lot clearer here than it was in the... Trying to make sure I didn't miss anything up top. Yeah, it looks like it's just they made me hate them over and over again. Where is Sherlock when you need him? I know, right? Though I don't know how Sherlock would do with, you know, supernatural stuff. All right, I've been at this for an hour. I've managed to make it out of 2 rooms. Well, okay, not quite an hour, but... Is there a light switch for the overhead light? There hasn't been so far, but... Why can I not shut the door now? Because I'm too close? Because I'm too close. Was that an extra creak? I didn't remember hearing that creak before. You know, the me in the mirror doesn't look any happier to be here than I'm feeling right now. Have I done this? I feel like I've already done this, but... Yeah, I did. Might have to try the room that went... I've done that already, though, haven't I? I mean... Whoops. Keep going too fast. Oh, are you talking about the closet? Ugh, track holes are so hard for this. I mean, honestly, I keep expecting to look at the bed and see a corpse in it. See, I think a role-playing game would be easier for this because in a role-playing game, as a game master, I could give someone a hint right about now. Whereas this game, all I can do is keep doing the same thing over and over again, and I don't know what it is I'm missing. All right, I am too dumb to play this game on my own. Rio is attempting to help, which is greatly appreciated. Does anybody else have any thoughts? Pretty please, no matter how silly. Because otherwise, at this point, I'm now at the point where I'm beginning to feel like I'm just wasting time, and I should like go play something different. Which I don't really want to do because this is supposed to be a playtest, and I really want to give it a fair shot. And it's not the game's fault that I'm dumb. That's not what I wanted. I wanted to know if I could interact with anything else over here. I still can't figure out why this is flickering when you consider that there is nothing else in here flickering. Can't even see the door now. Alright, well... Love the visuals. I'm looking at the discussions. I don't know if it actually shows up here, but... Love the visuals and concept. I don't get what I'm supposed to do in the room with the 3 crucifixes. I did the same thing with the other one. Crouched by each of them and closed my eyes for a while. Am I supposed to find actual items in the room? The door should unlock. After going through it, you'll need to squeeze between 2 walls? Oh, wait a minute. Is this... How do I do this? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, I am definitely getting blood all over my outfit. Holy shit! Oh, I told you that was gonna happen. Ah! Yeah, Matt, speak for yourself. Ah, hi, Bear. How are you? Ah. I do have to say, I never would have figured that out without looking at the discussion thing. And I think I smeared blood everywhere. Pretty sure it's all over my clothes now. Ah. I'm normally not that impressed by jump scares, but they are so effective in this game. Okay, I can't... Oh. And the snow just fell off my roof, which jumped the shit out of me again. Though not as bad as... Uh, hello. What is... Oh, that's my shadow. Ugh. Alright. Oh, piece of paper. Not on the table. Obviously, no one took them, no one saw them, no one did anything. That's exactly the problem here. No one cares about anything. Nobody in this family seems to understand how important this is to me. I don't need to see a doctor. I just need everything to go back to normal. I need for this family to find its way back to the righteous path. I need rest. Lord, I beg for your help. Okay. Alright, no weird sounds here. No. What was that? Why is this door showing as open? Can I back through it? Oh, that was fucking weird. Light switch. I am absolutely not going in this room without a light switch. I mean, apparently I am going into this room without a light switch, but... I really don't want to. Ugh. That was super clever, though. I mean, the whole thing about having to back into the... Yeah, walking backwards through doors with a... Yeah. Hey, Zax! How are you? Are you here to watch me, like, scream and piss myself like a girl? I'm just gonna have to walk forward in the dark, aren't I? Oh, Jesus! Okay, what was that? I am now totally in the dark. What am I looking at? Other than the fact that I'm, like, totally stuck. Oh! Jesus Christ! Ah! Okay. So that was apparently the demo. Whew. Walking forward in the dark sounds like a metaphor for life. um, yeah, I'm definitely wish. I mean, I'm probably way too cheap to buy this when it first comes out, but um, all right, I'll do that later. Whew. So, what'd you think, folks? Yeah, it does. Good balls dropped. Matt, I did have a good time. It was a little frustrating in places, but honestly, other than the gap in the wall thing, because I looked several times and I did not see that gap until I specifically knew there was already a gap there. Um, I, but I think it like frustrated me just long enough that it made the scary moments like have more impact, which was kind of cool. Um, I mean, I think if it had been too easy, it just would have been like one thing right after another. Uh, what did everybody else think? Bear seems to have liked it. Yeah, I don't mind slow starts though, Matt. Um, I am kind of a fan, honestly. Uh, I man, I think I'm still like vibrating from from that last moment. Ah! I have goosebumps. Um, and it's interesting. I go to. Oh, sorry, Legatus. Here, let me. Oh, wait a minute. Where's my? Oh, never mind. Apparently, we've moved things again. I did some work on the computer recently. I added another hard drive, and I think some stuff accidentally got moved onto the new hard drive that shouldn't have been, and I keep forgetting to move it back. Yeah, Zax, it was a demo game. Um, I actually was it was suggested to me as a playtest, not a demo. But I mean, it very obviously plays really well. Um, like I said, that gap in the wall is a little hard to find, but the rest of it is kind of just uh, it's just complex enough to like really get you into it. Davyverse, I'm making that a blurb. I seek permission, but making it none. What? My squealing? Is that is that what you're after, Davyverse? Um, you know what you do is you take my squealing when that popped up and you add it to one of those like goat screaming videos. You don't have to buy a game for this, right? You could just turn off all the lights in your house and walk around with a dodgy head torch. My house has better lighting than that. Thank you very much. Um, yeah, it was really enjoyable. Um, and Legatus, I did in fact have a proper closing file. I just don't know what happened to it. I like all that seems to be in existence right now is my video one. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know where it went. Nor have I found everything on this computer yet. So like I'm not even sure I know where the recycle box is on this yet. So if somebody accidentally threw it away. I am my heartbeat is finally starting to like calm down now. That was Oh God, that was terrifying. It's possible that I think let's see. I think the outro is properly aligned now, but Legatus gets very bothered by the fact that I don't have a proper closing on this computer. Hey Patrick, uh you missed me screaming like a girl. I have about 30 minutes I would normally be streaming at this point. Do you guys want me to do a little bit of Tainted Grails? Should we just end it early? Um, my lady friend hates scary games and movies. I wonder if I can trick her into playing this. Yeah, right up until she pees herself at the first jump scare. I just want to hear the screams. Yeah, it really builds well too. I mean, like the first one was kind of like astonishment when the lights started breaking and everything. Um, but yeah, then stuff started showing up in the hallways, and oh god, that was Shadows Awakening. Um, the other thing I'm thinking about doing is there's another demo for like an old style D&D kind of game. It's a black and white. I was thinking about doing that tomorrow. Is that something you guys, I mean, do you guys like watching the demos? I don't know if that's a thing. I really like playing demos just because, they tend to be kind of short and sweet and interesting to look at. Demos are cool tool. Get to see stuff I never would have found otherwise. Demos are good. It's okay. Sweet. I'm trying to remember the name of. I'm trying to remember the name of the other one that I had loaded. Uh, does anybody remember what it was called? I had it loaded, but for some reason it's not showing up. Does everybody know what I'm talking about? The black and white D&D. Like I said, it for some reason is not showing up at this point, but no. Stop sending me back to the creepy game. I already played that. No more creepy game. Can't deal. I'm sort of surprised demo is not a category in the search. What was the name? It is called Perceptum. Or are you talking about the black and white one? I can find a few thousand people streaming Call of Duty or whatever. I can only find one goat streaming games that exist around the edges. Should play the worst demos you can find. That would actually be a lot of fun. I really wanted for my 750 to do like some advert games, because I feel like those must be just terrible. But Tomby and Yarny both got really busy, so um, yeah, I kind of didn't. Yeah, I type in demo and I get demonologist because there's demo in the name, I guess. Uh, I'm really irritated. I cannot remember the name of this black and white Uh, like everybody was talking about it not that long ago. It was a turn-based game. Does that... Do people know what I'm talking about, or am I just an idiot? Corsax, the thing about doing the worst games ever is that unless I've played them through ahead of time, which seems to take all the fun out of it, I don't know which ones are going to be terrible. Secret of Weepstone? Is that what I'm looking for? Let's find out. Secret of Weepstone.
People of Weepstone.
Install demo. Look at that. Let's see if I can do this without totally screwing up. Library. Do. I think I'm making my computer hate me here. Ooh. Oh, that was loud. Alright, we're gonna turn that one way down. Working. This is what we call attempting shit on the fly. Alright, can everybody see that? And can everybody hear it? And a friend who did a series on the worst games I could find for him, and his slow descent into misery was fun to watch. Made him play Grey's Anatomy and Left Behind, things like that. So, Bear,
Nestled in the shadow of its imposing, now abandoned keep, sits the dwindling
I have a copy when I was very fascinated with the advert games.
So.
I found a copy of I Love You, Colonel Sanders,
by, a man from the
which
East,
is a dating game about KFC.
Power, waging a relentless campaign westward. After crossing the mountains into the kingdom of
Thanks, Davy Burst.
he established his seat of power and constructed a stronghold from which to oversee.
Oh.
Many wondered what
I can skip
But the
this.
years were good to However, long.
We'll skip the talky bits because I don't have
now
a lot of
the
time
town
left
barely survives, mostly as an unwelcome. Our story begins here, on a night of.
The art's really cool.
Good people of Weepstone, I've summoned you here to discuss a matter of grave importance. My
Lord
brother is
Byron,
rarely
that's
conscious.
funny. I wonder if that was
His nights
intentional.
are fraught with fevered dreams and in his half-waking state, he mumbles incoherently of Weepstone Keep. Are there any among you willing to delve into that forsaken? While the keep and its contents have been forbidden, who among you will take up this duty?
Alright. 6 volunteers. Unable in demo. Alright, that probably means I only have very specific ones I can do. So I'm just gonna pick whoever allows me to pick.
I said I would stick to plows and horseshoe.
I'm always one to lend a hand, but I'll have to see what Della thinks about it. Okay. What's it?
It is beyond me to make this choice. This
Alright,
And so the
this is
unlikely
gonna be a quick
party
one
set
because,
out
like
for
I
the
said, I've
keep,
only got about a half hour.
arriving at the gates just
Got
as the
addicted to the
evening
life and
light
suffering
began
of
to
Sorbronte
fade.
narrative-driven RPG. Who amongst you will take up this duty? No thanks, I'm having dinner. Find someone else. Wow, that is very striking. What is it with me getting locked in rooms today? Ooh, okay. That was surprisingly easy.
One can only assume the formidable visage on this statue is Raal himself. The left hand holds a small shield, while the right hand holds a lion-headed scepter.
Well, if you're
The
giving me the
arm
option.
seems to be designed to act as a lever, and is already in the down.
Okay. Alright. Do nothing. Ooh, what's this? I have to say the black and white makes it really easy to see the things I'm supposed to pick up, which is kind of nice. Alright, you do not have a scepter.
One can only assume the formidable.
Use item.
The scepter snaps into place.
Oh, shoot. I didn't realize that looking for traps was an option. Probably should have done that. Ugh, damn it. Well, that's not off to a good start. I also probably should not have had the dwarf checking for traps and opening things. Is that automatic? Can I... There doesn't seem to be any way to change people. Yeah, this one's already open. We'll go this way. Press him to see map. Okay, that's a very clever touch. For those of us who love old style. Door? Door.
This door is locked and won't budge.
Well, fudgesicles.
You hear?
Well, there's something in there. More doors? Ooh, more doors. Lots more doors.
The large forge at the center of this room seems long dormant, but the smell of coke
I know,
and
isn't it
coal
cool?
still permeates every inch. Crates, barrels, and scattered ashes are scant reminders that this was once the beating heart of the keep.
It does. It looks like OD&D. The I was looking for traps. The trap. This thing is really, really neat. Flipping it open and finding the. Oop. Indentation. Use a what? Okay, no item. Bucket. Oh, melting pot. Okay, I don't have anything to melt. Can I...
You lean in, lighting the forge with your torch.
Oh,
It is
okay. Oh, so I must need to use the bellows. If you didn't know what bellows were for, you'd be screwed in this game.
The forge begins heating up as you pump the bellows. As more air pumps, The ford is as hot as it's going to get. The heat feels good in this cold, forgotten place.
I mean, I still have goosebumps from the last game, so, you know, I could use some warm. Okay, what do I need? Forge needs metal? Oh, hey, look at that. Can I pick up more than one? No.
You've already got one of those.
Well, you're no fun. What if I want more than one? Have you ever met an adventurer that wasn't greedy as hell? Oops, shoot. I did not mean to do that. Do I have an item? I don't have an item. Okay, what? I clicked too fast. I don't know what it is I'm supposed to do. Alright, see, can I do it again?
As the steel ingot melts, the molten steel flows into the indentation and drains out through a hole. You seem to be missing something.
I'm missing something? Oh, do I need like a mold or something? I'm trying to think. I know almost nothing about blacksmithing. And I had just assumed that whatever that was... Oh!
A filthy, disheveled man holding a knife cowers in the corner while eyeing you cautiously. Makeshift bedding and various personal effects lie in disarray.
Yeah, Patrick,
The smell
the map is amazing.
Pungent.
Reminds me of playing Shadowgate that was all black and white too. I have not played Shadowgate. Use the bucket. It won't let me pick the bucket up, Patrick. You need to stop the molten metal from flowing up the hole. Plus, use your fingers, it might work.
What are you lot doing here? Curse that place and everyone in it. Like them bastards were more than happy to see the back of Old Creek.
Yeah, I'm not welcome in town as such, on account of my, dark past.
A character in an RPG that has a dark past? Never.
My shame is too great. What can I say? But I've been exiled near on 20 years now. All alone in this world.
You're very melodramatic. Well,
Sure.
I could use another meat shield.
Have
Nothing blue. Maybe there's something I need to find in a... To move characters in your party, press C to bring up the character sheet. Click the move button to initiate a swap and choose which character you'd like to swap with. So wait, like if I do that, what happens? Oh, okay, I see, got it. So wait a minute, he's the blacksmith. She is... I don't know what she is. cleric. Let's move the cleric to the back of the group. This dude. Inventory. I was gonna say, it might be helpful if I knew what they had. She is a sling. He is a chopper thing. I don't even know what this is. She is a teddy bear. Alright, that creeps me out a little bit. And they all have swords. Alright. Well, we'll keep her in the back. And if we find another ranged weapon, we are absolutely giving that to somebody and putting them in the back.
The smith's quarters are spartan and humble,
well, this is
but must have
helpful.
once been a comfortable respite from the heat and ringing of the forge after a long day's labours.
Yeah! Separate saves for wands, paralysis, etc. Hey, Blackwater, how are you? We're gonna be wrapping up shortly, but I wanted to... Ah! There we go!
Oh, I'm a daft, blasted idiot. I just can't seem to keep my head on straight anymore these days. 1. Reforge the armoury keep for the 3rd time this year. 2. Finish up an Arona's set of fancy daggers. 3. Ask the apothecary about these blasted nightmares.
Cheerful? Ooh, got a hammer. What if I don't want to give it to her? What if I want to give it to, you know, like, the blacksmith? Oh, who already has a hammer? I mean, seems more useful than a teddy bear. Alright, so now we have a mold. That's handy. And I've already forgotten how to get to the... Oh, it's right in here. Duh. Alright. Use item. Key mold. Place. Ingot. Pick up. Keep. I gotta say, if it whips me around too many more times, I'm gonna get motion sick.
As the ingot begins to melt, the steel slowly oozes into the mold. After a few minutes, the newly forged key is just barely cool enough to handle.
Pretty sure that wouldn't work that way, but convenient for me. Alright, so that's the armory key. Wasn't there something about... I'm trying to remember. What was behind that other door? Ooh, a staircase. Door? Ooh, got hit in the head.
This stately but smaller hall seems to have served as a gallery of sorts. Crumbled detritus of carved busts and toppled plinths lie in shambles across the floor. The only remnants that hint at the original grandeur of this place are the large tapestries that still hang on the opposing walls, dominating the space.
You know, I bet this was really complicated to make something this, like, dark and still have it flicker like it's, you know, candlelight or something. Giant pool, scary person with sword. Very impressive battle scene. Man, outlining all of this in black and white is... They, like, managed to give it just a slightly pixelated look. Why is this door already open? Oh, this door is already open because I've come this way. Alright, well,
This door is wedged shut by the damp and refuses to open despite your best effort.
I feel like I probably need more levels for that. That feels like the GM doesn't want you to
A
be here yet.
foul odor pervades this place. A smell so heinous it is beyond description. A sitting board runs the length of the far wall with 3 openings. Despite the buzzing flies, you hear the faintest sound of rushing water that seems to be coming from the farthest hole.
I have to say I don't think I have ever seen a dungeon with an outhouse before. What am I supposed to do? They said there was rushing water. I am certainly not sticking my hands down there.
As you approach the middle latrine, you are blasted by an odor beyond words.
Ugh, gross.
Peering into the opening shows a drop that leads out of sight and into absolute darkness, farther than any sane person would attempt to climb, unless, of course, they wish for certain death. You hear the sound of rushing water coming from below.
Blackwater, this is a demo. It's, I mean, morale is everything. I'm in favor of the teddy bear. It's, I just thought I would give it a shot. It's this feels like a terrible move, but... Oh, God, no, I am absolutely not climbing in that. Is this the one that was... Oh.
Spartan beds and matching foot chests hint at this room's use as a barrack of some kind. The ravages of looters and time have been unkind.
Use your mirror and walk backwards into the
A makeshift
tapestry.
structure built from bed frames dominates the
Yeah,
rear of
Blackwater,
the
weird
chamber.
games are kind of my thing. Scary person, the game seems more enclosed than scary. No, Blackwater, I did a different demo earlier, that made me squeal like a girl. And part of the game, you actually could not get into the room until you figured out that you could get the door to open by backing through with the mirror. Yeah, it was a really cool game. It just, Oops. Nothing in the chest. Ooh, a sling. Let's give the kid... I don't know how much the teddy... Yeah, okay. Sling does more than teddy bear for damage. Which also means we are... Oh, nope. Shoot. I didn't want to swap her in the cleric. No, she can stay right put. How do I cancel it? I can't cancel it. Fudge. Well, let's do that. Anything else I can click on? Spear. Do we have anyone else that doesn't have spear or doesn't have 1d6? Well, he'd do better with a spear than a cleaver. So that's a good start. And this is also... Actually, that's better than the spear, even. Alright. 1d6. Ah, there we go. Now we're talking. This is a weirdly quiet game. Oop.
The
Uh-oh.
sound of small boots disturbs the quiet of the room as small figures burst forth
All right,
from the
me and my
haphazard
big mouth.
barricade. They brandish crude weapons and seem particularly intent on defending their hideout.
Thanks, Davey. Alright, let's see if I can die right off the bat. Party is arranged in 3 rows, front, middle, and back. Characters using melee weapons can only attack enemies directly in front of them. Reach weapons can attack up to 2 rows away. Ranged weapons... Oh, I should have put the spear in the second row. Sugar. Click your melee weapon to attack. I thought I changed his weapon. Okay, maybe I did. How does an 8? Oh, because he's got -1. Woohoo! Oh no, this guy's the one that I gave the spear to. Alright. So, can he hit this one? Apparently not. Not that he couldn't try, but he could not succeed. Neither can she. This is not going well for me. Characters not in the front row but have a close range weapon. They need something to reach with. I've added a spear to the party inventory. Well, that was kind of you. Except I really liked that mace. Changing of weapon uses the action. Now close the inventory screen, alright? At least it gives good directions. Oh, thank goodness somebody can hit the broadside of a barn. I can't hit this one? What am I doing? Out of range. Alright, how do I... Oh, pass. There we go. And sling. Oh! She sounds almost as surprised as me that she hit something. Attack rolls must meet or exceed armor class in order to hit. I thought she did hit. Well, he also can't hit the broadside of a barn. That's good. The joy of goblins. Double-clicking an in-range enemy is a shortcut for attacking them. Okay. So... Oh, I probably should have saved that for the one with the spear, shouldn't I? Oh no, I guess I can reach them after all. Except I still can't hit the broadside of a barn. See the different... Magic scrolls are single-use items. Once written, the spell vanishes. We are uncommon. We are level 0 uncommon folk. That's interesting. That there aren't many games that do that. Can use arcane scrolls at level 0. I didn't know I had a. Huh. I did not. All right. How do I do this? Right-click for options. Use. Magic missile. Ah, the graphics in this are so much fun. Can I hit this one? I can hit this one. Ooh, I can actually hit this one even. Sweet! Goat stole my d20. It only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on it. In the middle of row with no reach and no range weapons. Yeah, goblins absolutely eat people. Alright. Did I... Wait, I already opened this, right? Yes, I did. Alright. Is there anything over here? Another chest. Dagger that does less damage than almost everything else I'm using. But, you know, I appreciate the thought. Nothing else here. Levers.
A grinding noise, followed by the sound of metal scraping on stone, echoes from deep within the keep.
Okay. I assume I just turned something off or on again. Turn it off, then
This
on again.
door is wedged shut by the dam.
More of those. Wait, am I totally lost now? Totally lost now.
This door is not locked, but it refuses all attempts to open it. No discernible sounds come from beyond the door.
I'm gonna regret this.
You attack the door, but fail to call.
Oh, alright. Well, just make me feel bad about myself then, why don't you? Is this... Oh, that must be the door that won't... Is that the door that won't open? Oh. There's a...
The party lifts with their combined might, but can do little to move the steel port counter.
Alright, well... Ah! Running into torches. It's dark. The last game has made me real nervous. Oh, wait, this is the... I've seen this room. This is the room with the thing. Oh! That is my alarm to tell me I need to get going. Alright, can I find... You know what? I'm just gonna hang out in... Let's see if I can find it again. Alright, I'm gonna hang out in this room. Because this seems to be central between the two sides. Hopefully there's a... Is there no way to save this? There's no way to save this. Oh, I don't like that at all. Well, that's a shame. I wish there was a stealth class in this game so you could get the drop on enemies. I think this is specifically designed to be very turn-based. But I don't know. I'm level 0, so I don't know that there isn't a stealth-based character later. And I could only take certain characters, so... You got 3 blurps out of that clip, really? Yeah, I know it's a demo, but I still thought there'd be a way to save it. Alright, I tell you what. Tomorrow I will play... no, I can't do that. Because I'm not going to be able to find my way. I don't know. We didn't play for too long. You guys think you can stand to, like, watch me replay, like, that much of it? Still not subbed, but I still see your stream in my feed. Well, I hope eventually you will decide to sub. That would be lovely. I think you would make exactly 680 at this point, so. But I do have to go, unfortunately. Because I'm gonna go watch Iron Lung. Down with that. Okay. Yeah, and Blackwater missed part of it, so. Alright, so I will play through this tomorrow, and I may have another demo. I don't know how long this takes, so I may have another demo lined up too if it turns out this one is short as the last one, so. This is also kind of neat so far. I think, you know, it's not quite as adrenaline-inducing as the last one, but, you know, I'm old school enough that I kind of enjoy it, so. Alright, folks. I hope everyone has a good day. I'm probably going to do a quick little summary of what I thought of Iron Lung, probably with no spoilers in case people haven't seen it, but, think about it, you wouldn't fit here. Why wouldn't you fit here anyway? Sub 780. Oh, that's right. I'm still used to being in the 600s. Am I waiting for 9.99? Too ignorant and... I mean, Blackwater, you really should have been here to watch me play the last game, so you could have watched me walk around in circles for like an hour. Trust me, you fit beautifully. Rio, thank you very much. Once again, just a reminder that memberships are open. They are like $2.99 for membership per month, and the money will be going for me to go to Paige so that I can make more cool videos for you. I hope everyone has a good day. I hope everyone will be here tonight at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time for my interview with Robert Schwab, horror designer and writer. He's a fabulous individual, and I am really, really looking forward to talking to him. I hope there will be many, many questions from the chat, because I can only come up with so many. So, hope to see you guys tonight, and happy headbutting!
Eclectic got videos of indie authors and cinema love. A passion for the weird and the strange. She's snappily dressed and only slightly deranged. Come and meet the eclectic go, lover of classics and whiskey notes, disciple of horror and the written word. Happy head hunting, come join the herd.